Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. The aptly named show that's on in the afternoon.
It's so original.
Yep, something like that. We've got a good show today.
Oh, great show. Great folks. So excited. This is cool.
We're big fans of Ayla's Acres.
And animals, yeah.
Yeah, and animals, of course. You kind of got to be a fan of animals. So we've got Fran Charleston in here with us. We've also got Nate Fudala in here, and they are throwing their second annual, I believe, Woofle Ball tournament.
Love it.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
The Woofle Bowl.
The Woofle Ball.
Woofle Ball. That's it. Very good, man.
Cool.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that,
Okay.
how that ties in with Ayla's Acres, and how you can have some fun participating. They're looking for a couple more teams.
I like this.
You could be on a team by simply emailing Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some really cool opportunities out there for people. If you have a team, you could be playing in the Woofle Bowl this weekend. Very
That's
excited.
right. So that's going to be exciting. We'll talk about that. We'll catch you up on your events and your horoscopes for the day as well. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, buddy.
It's going to be a fun one. But before we get too deep into it, we will tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln, celebrating 75 years in St. Augustine in Northeast Florida, and always expanding, always evolving, always making a better customer experience for you. Speaking of the experience, what are you going to experience? How about their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their amazing parts and accessories shop? You can make sure and grab a signature burger out there at Ford's Garage while you're there. They offer everything from home delivery of your new vehicle to company fleet servicing. At Bozard Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire.
Yes, sir.
Also, our friends at the Bailey Group. Getting enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan does not have to be complicated. In fact, really at the Bailey Group, it's quite the opposite. Out there at the Bailey Group, you are going to work with a local insurance advisor to find just the right insurance coverage for your specific needs and budget. Their goal is to make getting covered simple, no added costs, no extra fees. The Bailey Group handles individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. Give them a call. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. And then, of course, Elace Med Spa. If you are craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Elace Med Spa is your answer. They do everything out there, from luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Elace's expert is going to personalize a plan specifically for you. You can enhance your natural beauty with things like dermal fillers, laser treatments. The laser treatments are great. Body contouring, Botox.
Best.
And you're going to experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. You have high standards, and at Elace, so do they. Feel refreshed and revitalized at Elace Med Spa, 2100 A1A South, Suite 2. Book your appointment today or visit them at elace.com. All right.
All right, let's go.
Let's get into this, shall we?
Yes, sir.
I love talking Woofle Ball.
Yeah. I'm a Wiffle Ball specialist, so I'm excited to talk about this.
And we've got the Woofle Bowl
Yeah.
coming up very soon.
Nice.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Fran and Nate joining us this afternoon. How y'all doing?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Good. Yeah, of course. So, Nate, talk to me about what you're doing with the game of Wiffle Ball, because you're doing something pretty cool.
Yeah, what we do is we travel around and we have a mobile pop-up wiffle ball field service.
Okay.
Where on any large grass field, I can set up a temporary wiffle ball field with a home run fence, bases, home plate, and we can set up to 4 of these. So it can be 1 or 4 fields, and it's good for entertaining 10 to 100 participants
Oh, cool.
in just a 2 or 3 hour time frame.
So tell me a little backstory on Backyard Rule. Like, did you just come up with this idea? Were you like a wiffle ball specialist?
Oh,
Like, what
big
happened
time.
there? Okay.
So I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
In the 90s, before there were all these screens and different entertainment, we had a great backyard, and it was like the neighborhood yard where everyone would be at. And we started playing wiffle ball. And if you know, I don't know, if you've ever played baseball, when you hit and throw in the same spot in the grass, that grass eventually wears out. So me and my buddies decided we're going to get some shovels and just dig this grass up, and we'll just make a field. Didn't ask permission from parents or anything.
Of course not.
Of course not.
My mom walked out 2 hours later, and we've like dug up half the yard with shovels, and so she shut that down pretty quick. But that night, I think my dad talked to her, and tried to convince her that it would be a selling point for the house one day and to go ahead and just let us do it. And it wasn't
a tough sell right there.
Your dad's a champion. That's awesome.
It wasn't a selling point for the house.
Of course not.
It set a great foundation for what has turned into a business that I've been running events for about 10 years now.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. So what's your mission out there? What do you hope to accomplish? And what kind of roadblocks have you hit along the way?
Our mission is to build teamwork and spread sportsmanship. We do that by implementing what we call the backyard rule, which is playing without umpires. So teams who are out there competing against each other have to settle their calls on safe and out, keep track of the score. There's not somebody out there to do that for you. For a long time, I used to encourage people to achieve that by stressing that it's just for fun, it's just a game, and it doesn't really matter.
Oh, people get competitive.
And I think I had that wrong, because you should be playing to win and things should be competitive. I think that's what like drives greatness. So I've shifted that concept to encouraging people when there's that bang, bang play and everyone's screaming safe or out and they want it to go their way. I encourage people to have enough confidence in their ability not to need those close calls, to so clearly be the best out there that you're going to win undisputed. And even that team or that guy that was whining and complaining and begging for things to go their way the whole time, even they can't dispute that you were the best.
Yeah.
So I think holding yourself to that accountability and level I think that's what the backyard rule is about.
So what kind of players are we talking about here? Are we talking about like the corporate teams getting together for like a camaraderie? Are we talking about Rotary clubs getting together? Like what is your vision here?
Yeah. Really any age can play or group can play. It's just a soft plastic ball, so it's a little less hazardous than a baseball or softball. And people have hosted events with us who are a part of a CrossFit gym. People have hired us for team building events. We get hired for kids' birthday parties and fundraisers. So
nice.
We'll get calls from local charities or travel ball organizations, and they sign up teams. We run the event. At the end of the event, I cut them a check for the appropriate amount.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Very cool.
Some of the obstacles, I guess I would say we faced. Big one was COVID. I think we were all a big setback for COVID. My events start with a reservation at a field through the park department, and for 2 or 3 months they weren't reserving fields. So that was it was a big setback, but it was also a good time to step back myself and look at what is and isn't working with the business. And we've shifted a little bit away from me promoting adult tournaments and traveling around Florida and convincing people to show up and come play. We've shifted away from that and focused a little bit more on youth events. We've got a great after-school clinic going. We've got a great summer camp going. And we still host events for adults, but it's not our bread and butter. We've shifted away. And I think you guys can probably understand that it's a little bit easier to convince a group of kids to kind of shape their mindset into like that backyard rule approach of, take it easy out there. Let's not rip each other's heads off over a game, a wiffle ball game. The kids are a little more malleable in that aspect than like a full-grown adult would be. You're kind of who you are at that point.
Yeah,
sure.
You're grown up. Yeah.
So let's talk Woofle Bowl.
Yeah.
This is benefiting Ayla's Acres, correct?
Correct.
Fran, talk to me about what you guys do down there at Ayla's Acres.
Ayla's Acres is a no-kill animal rescue. We do rescue, foster, and adoption of cats and dogs. All of our animals are in foster care in the community. And then we also have a sanctuary that is about 2.5 hours from here with unadoptables. We've got some horses, donkeys, sheep, goats, dogs, cats, birds, and 2 tortoises.
I can't adopt a donkey if I want to?
Those donkeys, you can, but not there.
Okay.
He just doesn't want to cut the grass. That's all. Yeah.
You know what? That's the truth.
Those donkeys were badly abused. So, they're not adoptable.
God bless you.
But you guys are taking care of them anyway. That's
we
awesome.
We are. And there are certain people who can go up to them and feed them apples and things like that now.
Cool.
But it didn't start off that way.
Yeah.
So, and we have a thrift shop in the community to help with our expenses as well as our fundraisers, like with Nate. And the thrift shop's right across from Mellow Mushroom on the island. Dawn Jeffrey is our manager there, and she does a fabulous job. But there's like 8,000 square feet of wonderful treasures and fun. So go on in.
Love that.
Awesome.
So that's what we do.
So how does Woofle Bowl tie into this?
Yeah.
So
And how do we raise proceeds for
the
Ayla's Acres in
Woofle
the
Bowl
process?
is a wiffle ball fundraiser tournament, excuse me, for Ayla's Acres. And it's this Sunday, March 24th, 10 a.m. at Joe Pomar Park. Teams of 4 to 5 players register for $250. That gets them into a tournament where you're guaranteed a 3-game minimum. And the winners of the tournament, we have some cool handout prizes for like gift cards to local businesses. Everyone gets
That's cool.
an event T-shirt, and the event itself is just one of a kind. Like it's so much fun. If you give it a shot, or even if you can't play, come out and check it out. I'm sure you're in for something you haven't seen before.
So can you paint a picture for me here about what services you guys offer? So like, what does that look like for a nonprofit? Like a lot of them don't really know, like, what is it that you're going to do? You roll up, you build the field. Like is there bleachers involved? Like what can they expect?
Right. I don't provide bleachers. I provide the fields themselves. So
Okay.
if you can imagine a miniature baseball field, it's just 75 feet to the home run foul poles, 80 to 90 feet to dead center. I set those up on a grass field, and I provide that. I also, if it's a fundraiser, provide online registration and all of the digital infrastructure for the event.
That's nice.
Yep. And so I provide a custom link to the fundraiser host that they share with their community. And from that point on, people just start signing up, and I'll communicate with the teams leading up to the event and obviously run the event on the day of.
Yeah.
The birthday parties are a little different. They'll reach out to me, ask if this day is available for a 2 or 3 hour birthday party. They'll submit a deposit to reserve the date. And then I show up with the right amount of fields to entertain however many guests they have. Those are usually around 20 people. So those are like the birthday parties and the team building events, the fundraisers. Those are events where people reach out to me and they want to book them. We also host our own events that we promote. Our bread and butter has been our summer camp. Summer camps this year are going to be from every week of June, and it's a Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to noon, and it's open to ages 6 through 14, where kids sign up.
Nice.
And we also host, we'll call them drop-off clinics. We have our first, we're calling it the Diamond Drop-Off, where on May 3rd is our first Diamond Drop-Off. It's a Friday night, where we're asking parents if you would like a night to yourself. Instead of hiring a babysitter, you can come drop your kids off with us. And that's at Eddie Vickers Park, where we'll be hosting a 3-hour wiffle ball tournament for ages 6 through 14.
How fun.
Parents are able to drop off their kids, stay and watch if they want to, or they could have a date night or go, have a night to themselves.
So smart.
So that's
Very
the
cool.
Diamond Drop-Off. And the last one would be our after-school clinics, where we are at R.B. Hunt Elementary, Otis A. Mason, and at Valley Ridge Academy, where it's just your typical after-school clinic. You sign your kid up, and we run them through a bunch of wiffle ball games and drills, all of that designed to develop fundamental baseball and softball,
Yeah.
mechanics. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun. You guys must have made some really cool memories over the years.
Oh my gosh, great ones. I don't know what would be my favorite. I don't think I could put a favorite on it, but what I love to see is complete strangers competing against one another, and also like laughing and making friends and getting
Yeah.
to know each other.
That synergy there. Of
Oh my
friendship.
gosh,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Yeah, like people who did not know each other
Cool.
have like their contacts after one of
Yeah.
our events. And then I can think last year, this just like melted our heart at one of our summer camps. Some of the games we do, the kids can earn what we call a life or immunity. So if they make a great play or get a good hit or just do something right, we'll give them a life. And that means that if they get out, they can use their life and get another chance.
I like
right?
that. Yeah.
Almost like bringing in the video game world into real life.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like that.
I love it.
So, of course, they don't want to fail, but if they do, they get another chance. And one of our kids who is 7 or 8 years old, one of the more skilled players, had earned themselves a life. And one of our little kids who was struggling a little bit missed and was out. And this older player gave them a life.
Oh,
and they were just
great.
giving out their lives to
That's
all the little
that is
kids
awesome.
to give them their chance. So little things
I
like
love
that
that.
stand out
Yeah.
to me.
So, Fran, when you and Nate kind of made this happen, this whole Woofle Bowl, how easy, because I know you're on the front lines constantly. You're worried about the animals. You're worried about everything that you do. How easy turnkey service was to work with Backyard Wool on this fundraiser?
Oh, Nate just takes care of it.
Yeah.
He really does. I mean, we have to, we have to rally for teams, and we do have 4 sponsors because we have 4 fields and we want a banner at each one. And our sponsors this year are Pierre's Pub, Hyundai of St. Augustine, Yell Yes, and Milltop.
Okay, cool.
And so they're our sponsors, and then we go out and get the teams, but Nate does everything.
I love that.
It's really easy.
It's for nonprofits. I know that's a stress because events are like, oh, another arduous thing that we got to do.
It is.
But when you have a great company like this, it's just a turnkey service.
It
It's
is.
awesome. Very
It is.
cool.
He's
And it's
good.
great for me too, because I get to work with people outside of my immediate community, and it helps, spread my name, and word of mouth goes around.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
Great stuff.
And when people are doing fundraisers for Ayla's Acres, what does that money go towards? And then also you guys do the consignment, not consignment,
Thrift.
the
Thrift stuff, yeah.
Our thriftique. We use the money in a variety of ways. As I said, we have a sanctuary that has to be run. We have 60 animals out there right now.
Oh, wow.
They have to be fed, vetted. We have 45 acres that has to be kept up. So we have to have some people out there to help us. And we have, rents to pay on the thrift shop, et cetera. But more importantly, we have bunches of animals that we help in the community. And we are doing trap, neuter, release program right now. We, as I said, started a program that if you can't afford your vet care, and you have decided you're going to relinquish an animal because of that, we try to step in and help pay for the vet care so that you can keep your animal. Last year, we spent $30,000 on that program. And so we have money set aside this year for that. And then just we have a lot of puppies in our system. We have dogs that are strays, especially hound dogs that end up with heartworms. Getting rid of heartworms is a very expensive little adventure and dangerous. It's, please keep your pets on heartworm prevention. And so all of that, we charge for an adoption. We don't make any money off of that charge because with puppies, we've paid for pee pads, we've paid for food, we've paid for their entire vetting. We don't send animals out to the community that are sick. So if they are sick, we pay for all of that before you adopt them, or after you've adopted them, we continue paying for it until they're good.
Yeah.
So we are about a 95% volunteer organization. We have a few people in the organization that are staff. I think 3. So
Not many.
I am not one of them.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, other than that, everybody in the organization is a volunteer, and so it goes to a lot of different things, and we are a nonprofit, so all of it gets thrown right back into the organization.
Love that. Nate, how
Awesome.
important is Ayla's Acres, the Backyard Wool? Like, how important was this partnership?
Oh, it was great. Last year was our first event doing it, and it's the first time that I've had the opportunity to work with Fran and Ayla's, and she's brought in some great community leaders to be participants of the event, and those people have complimented me and have helped spread the name about Backyard Rule.
Cool.
And it's the one event a year that I make $0 off of, and I'm okay giving back to that because the community here at St. Augustine has been so good to me.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So what's next for Backyard Rule?
Oh, yeah.
Before we do that, can we do the Woofle Ball trivia question?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
let's
we have a
hit that up.
surprise today. Yeah, what's
Okay.
going on with that?
Okay, so we have 2 teams that are already paid for on the Woofle Bowl. That's the $250 value per team. Those are sponsored teams that need players. So we have 2 trivia questions, and the first people to email me at nate@backyardrule.com with the correct answers will get those team registrations.
That's
And
cool.
let me say, the 2 team sponsors are Paradise Poochie, which is a wonderful food and fun things for animals store down in the Hobby Lobby Mall. And the other is Holly Perez, the Holly Perez group of Keller Williams Realty.
Got it. I know it's a long one.
Nice.
Right?
You got it
That's
out.
awesome.
And they're wonderful. They do a
so
great job. So
fun.
they've sponsored 2 teams, and whoever wins them gets to play.
They can just roll right up to
Yeah.
the field and ready to go, rock and roll.
Nice.
So can we do the questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Again, email your answer to nate@backyardrule.com. The first question is, which former Yankee player was referred to as the captain? Which, in my opinion, that's the easier of these 2 questions. One more time. Which former Yankee player was referred to as the captain? The second question is, what breed of dog was known as Sergeant Stubby during World War I and earned a Purple Heart? One more time. What breed of dog was known as Sergeant Stubby during World War I and earned a Purple Heart? Email the answers to nate@backyardrule.com. The first people who email the right answers in get a $250 value and can come play in the Woofle Ball this Sunday.
So fun. So that
Very
is
cool.
both questions, right? They got to get both questions.
No,
No,
we have
one.
2 teams.
Okay.
They only need to answer one of those.
Nice.
All
Got
right.
it.
Yep.
Good
Very
deal.
cool.
That should be easy enough.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
Sumpster is a very cute little boy, and he's also in the Smithsonian. He was the most awarded dog, and he's a very cute boy.
Oh, that's awesome. So what's next, Nate?
Okay, so I think the future of Backyard Rule is adding more schools to our after-school program. Again, I'm at Otis A. Mason, RB Hunt Elementary, and Valley Ridge Academy. I like the format of showing up at a school, getting a group of kids to essentially play wiffle ball with for an hour and a half, and developing their skills along the way. We'd also like to add on to our existing annual fundraisers. So when somebody reaches out to us to have an event, if that event launches and it's, they have at least a somewhat successful turnout for the first event, 95% of the time they might want to make it an annual event. And from there it builds, because the participants are usually a little wary to come try something new. Once they do it and once they see it and they recognize the value of the event, it makes the host's life that much easier to continue to do this event annually and kind of build up the following for
But
the
you
event.
can keep it fresh too, because I know nonprofits out there don't want to do the same event as another nonprofit. But I'm telling you, like,
Right.
this is incredible because it's unique for Ayla's Acres. You can come up with something unique for
Of
any
course.
other. Okay, cool.
Totally. We can brand the event. It is a custom event for your cause.
Awesome.
The logo, the registration link, just the tone of the event is custom to
That's
your
important.
cause.
Cool.
Yep. And I think lastly would be expanding our team. It's just been me, and I'm getting to the point where one man can't handle as many events as I would like to host. So I'm looking for a young, energetic, baseball-minded person to maybe take on and help me run some events.
Nice.
Very cool. Where do people find out more information? Contact you?
Yeah, you can go to backyardrule.com, backyard like behind your house, and rule like a rule book. So that's backyardrule.com, or you can email me at nate@backyardrule.
Very cool.
yeah.
Fran, where do people find more information about Ayla's?
aylasacres.org, Facebook, Instagram, we're everywhere.
Love it.
So yeah, give us a look. We have a lot going on in the next couple months. So we'd love to see you.
So
Exciting.
exciting. Great partnership.
Heck
So
yeah.
much fun.
Thank y'all so much for coming in.
Thank
This
you,
is going to be
guys.
an awesome event. It's
Yeah.
happening this Sunday, you said, right?
That's right. This Sunday, 10 a.m. at Joe Pomar Park.
Awesome. Very
Nice.
cool. It's going to be a fun one. You
Yeah.
guys got to make it out there in some form or fashion. Go out there, hang out for a cool tournament, and support Ayla's Acres in the process.
And I encourage
Very
other
exciting.
nonprofits out there to get out there, see how the event looks, and see how you can roll in, to do your own fundraiser too. It's going to be a very cool thing.
Yeah, definitely. Friend Nate, thank y'all so much.
Thanks,
Yep.
guys.
Thanks for
guys.
having
Always
us,
great
guys.
having both of you in
Awesome.
studio. All right. Very cool, man.
Yeah, community's doing great things. I love the synergy, the partnership, the energy, and I love a good wiffle ball game. Like you said, it's safe, it's fun, and it's great. It's good energy.
And it's
I
a
like
family thing.
Yes.
You know, you can form a team with the whole family, mom, dad, couple kiddos.
Yep.
It's just a great time for everybody. Hey, speaking of a great time for everybody,
Nice.
Our friends at the Old Town Trolley, going to make sure you have fun enjoying the sights and sounds and scenery of St. Augustine. Let their licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history and old world charm while you experience unforgettable views aboard their open air trolleys. Guests going to enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, and the sights such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. It's about a 90-minute tour, features 22 stops and over 100 points of interest. Over 100 points of interest, Davey.
That's amazing.
It is. Guests can use their ticket all day as well for on and off reboarding. Trolley ticket, if you didn't know, includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, free shuttle service to many of the area hotels, and free beach access, free access to the St. Augustine Beach Bus Shuttle Service. There it is.
Important.
The Old Town Trolleys. They're the green trains. We love them, and you will too.
And for over 45 years, Steve Chapman's All-American Air has been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County, of course. They take great pride in providing quality service, installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. All-American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and service. Our friends at All American Air take exceptional care of your home unit. When was the last time you had your home unit inspected or serviced? Give them a call, 904-461-0070.
And of course, our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar, where you are going to find your new favorite wine. We guarantee it. Out there at Bin 39, they've got 85 plus wines, more than 85 wines out there.
Oh, yeah.
With a ton of those rated over 90 points by Robert Parker, which is a huge deal. Huge deal. Bin 39 specializes in boutique wines that outdrink the price. They are open from 8 to 8 daily. They've got live music on the patio most days out there during the week from 1 to 7. And you're just going to have a great time. And like we said, you're going to find your new favorite wine. We got a wine tasting coming up sometime soon, don't we?
We do. And I got to give a shout out to the team over at Bin 39 because yesterday was St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, St. George Street was busy, is bustling, but this was so tucked away. It had such a special moment for people that just walked in.
I love it.
Shout out to them. They did a great job.
Bin 39. Give them a call. Find your new favorite wine, 904-827-5740. All right, sir, it is horoscope time.
Oh, boy.
Yay, we got some long ones today.
Whoopsie doodle.
I love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay, yikes.
Aries, Taurus, and Gemini on deck. Let's get this rolling, Blake. Aries. Feeling feisty, Aries? Well, get ready to step on some toes today. Your impulsive nature might lead you into some sticky situations. Remember, not everyone appreciates your fiery enthusiasm, especially when it singes their eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Avoid red buttons, both literal and metaphorical, and red flags, by the way.
Yeah, true.
Unless you want to start an accidental war. War. Keep that in mind, Aries. Taurus, here we go. Taurus, today is not the day to be stubborn.
Okay.
But who are we kidding? You won't listen anyway.
True. That's very
Your
true.
bullheadedness might lead you to butt heads with authority figures. Just remember, not everything is a red flag. Sometimes it's just a regular old flag that you're charging at like a determined bovine.
Yeah.
Try not to trample anyone's feelings today unless, of course, they really deserve it.
Take it easy, Taurus.
Gemini, here we go. Oh, Gemini, your indecisiveness is reaching new heights today. You'll find yourself torn between two equally terrible options. Flip a coin, consult a magic 8-ball, or just close your eyes and hope for the best. Because either way, you're probably going to regret it. Just remember there's a thin line between being adaptable and being completely scatterbrained. Today, you might just cross it multiple times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, those were good.
Those were feisty. Hey, Earth Adventures at Trailmark is coming up. You're like, what the heck is this all about? Well,
Yes, I am.
Bring the family and experience Earth Day in a fun and entertaining way. See marine animals, turtles, butterflies, and birds of prey. Go on a guided nature walk, pet farm animals, and cast a fishing line. Meet a local composting farmer specialist and native landscapers. Learn from organizations about protecting our water, wildlife, and natural environment. Many healthy lifestyle vendors will be selling honey, soaps, jams, produce, milks, oils, you name it, and handmade crafts and more. This event will take place in the beautiful Live Oak Grove with ample parking. There will be a variety of food trucks on site, and this is, of course, free to the public. Save the date, Saturday, April 13th, 10 a.m. to 2 at Trailmark. I will put this in comments so everyone can read up on it.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Hey, our girls over at Girl Gang. I love them. They're back again. Crafts and Cocktails Market. So everybody save the date. This is happening at the end of April, April 28th. They're going to be at Albert's again. They're ramping this back up, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. They've got paint candles with, there's like a crafting moment. There's also a lot of really cool local vendors that are signing up. So yeah, shout out to the Girl Gang. They're amazing. And yeah, get on and take a sip and go see some really cool things that they're doing over there.
Yeah.
For some lady entrepreneurs in town.
Yeah, man. Very cool.
And finally, save the date. This is a big one, Saturday, May 4th. I see a lot of people jumping in on this one. This is Pinehurst and San Sebastian Cemetery's 6th Restoration Day. This is very important. It's happening over on Pearl Street, St. Augustine. Help this team clean up and restore 2 of the oldest African-American cemeteries in Florida. After the event, they'd like to invite everyone to join them for a good Southern cooking, courtesy of their friends over there at the West Augustine Association, and ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. How cool. Bring tools, clippers, rakes, pruners, trimmers, you name it, and gloves, of course. This event is hosted by the West Augustine Improvement Association. There it is. I'll put the link in comments for everybody to check this out. But this is going to be a great day, Saturday, May 4th, 8 a.m. to 12 noon.
Yeah, awesome, man. Hey, another event coming up in April.
Tell me.
Love Your Mother Eco Fashion Show.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is going to be great. Well, you're the MC out there again this year, right?
I am very proud to be a part of this moment. Yeah, and it is an absolute epic performance done by so many people over at Panache and all the different designers. There are 14 different designers signed up
Really?
this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's impressive.
Yeah, they come up with different collections. They find trash and repurpose it and make it a really kind of like a cool, artistic, high fashion moment. But I love that it's like on the stage of like a rock concert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the lights, the sound, everything is pulled together. It's really something super special. So everybody show up and show out on that, April 27th. I'll put link in comments for everybody because I know tickets are affordable, $65. I mean,
Yeah,
these events
easy.
are so expensive. So
Yeah.
check that out.
Panache, Love Your Mother. Make sure you get that on the calendar.
And get on with the United Way of St. Johns County. They're a champion for our community. Together, they take opportunities and they foster education and improve the lives of those in need. The United Way of St. Johns County is a catalyst for change, bringing together businesses, volunteers, and organizations to tackle the toughest challenges facing our community. They need your help with your love, your passion, your time. Give them a buzz or check out their services today, unitedway-sjc.org.
All right, sir. How are we ending the show today?
Introvert memes for anyone who loves staying at home and recharging their social battery.
Hello.
This first one. Next time a stranger talks to you when you're alone, just look at them shocked and whisper, "You can see me?"
Oh, I do this all the time. It really freaks people out.
It's really funny. Next up, shy people know this technique all too well.
Oh,
I know
man.
it. Roll
Yeah, I
out,
remember
roll
that
out.
in school.
Yep. Next up, things I wanted to say but never did.
That's a big book.
It's a big book.
Very big
A
book.
lot to say.
Boy, my book would be that big or bigger as well.
Next up, do you ever get this text? "Hey, I'm in your city," and I'm like, "Okay, have
Okay,
fun."
yeah. Good for you.
Happens all the time.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
All the time. Next up, you can't watch 9 years of television in 2 weeks. And then there's me. You have no idea how high I can fly. Binge watch. Next up,
Yep.
when you go to bed early, but you can't actually sleep. So you just lay there like the fuzzy on the blank
Right.
screen.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Gosh, this happens too often.
Right. Next up, when you go to a party and only know one person.
Yeah, that's me. Hey, you and me are best friends tonight,
Yeah,
buddy.
clinging.
Yep.
Next up, time for my depression nap in the middle of the day again.
Oh,
I love
been there.
those. Very nice. Next up, don't let anybody ruin your day. It's your day. Ruin it yourself.
Take the initiative. It's all on you.
Next up, my mom. Oh, I hate when she does this. My mom forcing me to talk to relatives on a call.
Oh, yeah. Remember that?
I can't stand it when she passes the phone.
I
It's like,
know.
oh, I'm just trying to get some things done.
One of the good things about cell phones that nobody really understands today, boy, getting that house phone. Peter, it's your aunt.
I
Come
know.
talk to your aunt. I love my aunt, but I wasn't prepared for this. I got
Right.
nothing to say.
I gotta mentally get ready for the call. That's
Yeah.
just whimsical.
Yeah.
I don't have your talent, Mom.
Right. Good stuff. Thank you to the
Yeah.
folks from Ayla's Acres and Backyard Rule. Check them out sometime soon. And thank you, Davey, for wrangling together another
Yes,
great
sir.
show. Blake for pressing all the buttons back there. And we appreciate you guys out there for watching, and we will talk to you very soon.
Bye, everybody.